This is another abstract published in 2023 in medical actually field. Cardiovascular diseases are the leading cause of death globally. This is telling the readers the introduction or the first move of the abstract. And as you see here, the researcher is telling about the problem, okay? Or better to say, this is an introductory move which helps readers to understand what is the logic behind doing the research. Why is this research necessary? In the second move, as you see here, the researchers explicitly stated the aim of the present research. Our study aims to analyze physiological parameters of thermography. As you see here, the second part is dealing with the aim of the researchers, and to do so, to the actually to that purpose, to actually attain that purpose, the researchers had done something, actually had gone through some stages. In this case, control study, as you see, two HAP patients, both male, age 35 and 48 respectively, and two healthy people, both male, age 38 and 46 respectively, were randomly assigned in a 1-1-1-1 allocation ratio to one of four groups. As you see here, the name of groups is in the following parts. And then the researchers are telling in more detail about what they had done in the research. And in the following section, they actually reveal the results. They actually tell the readers what they had achieved in that research. As you see here, we do not have a part on conclusion, a move on conclusion or implication here. So the researchers intentionally excluded that last move here. They don't include any move on conclusion or implication here at the end, and that they actually divided the whole abstract into four parts. As you see here, four parts we have. The first is the introduction, or better say the problem statement, or whatever it is, whatever you call it. It is telling the problem people face, or researchers face, or users face. And the second move is dealing with the researchers' purpose or aim. And then they talked about their methodology or methods and materials and to achieve that aim, and at the end they finalized their abstract with the results move, I mean the fourth move. And we have only four moves here, and we know that using some words like our here is prohibited, because we know that you researchers, one person, or two people, or three researchers, or more than that, are doing one research. Then telling that this is our research, this is my research, is somehow prohibited, and it's better to use some other phrases like the present study, like the current study, like the study, I like this study, for example. Instead of writing some words or some pronouns like I and me, or we and us, and some possessive adjectives like my and our, it's better to use some other phrases to replace them with some other phrases, so that it is showing that you are actually a humble person, and this is somehow actually shying away from boasting. So it's better not to use words like this. And as you see here, our study aims to analyze. In the previous abstract, we told that actually in that abstract we told this research endeavor to explore. Here we say this study aims to analyze. Or you can use some other phrases like the present research intends to uncover, for example. The present research or the current research, this study, this current research, or this, for example, this experimental research, for example, study or whatever it is, wants, for example, to explore, for example, aims to explore, seeks to uncover. You can use different actually words, different combination of words here to tell the readers that I'm gonna talk about my aim, my goal of research, okay? And you can use different cliches throughout your research and specifically throughout your abstract, so that you can tell your story, tell the whole story in some few sentences and some few words, so that you can fit all your concepts into only 219, for example, words, or 200 words, okay? You should be careful with the actually phrasal verbs. We don't use phrasal verbs here because phrasal verbs are more than one word. For example, instead of using conduct, we have to use carry out. Carry out is 2 words, but conduct is 1 word, and it is gonna actually take up your space here, take up your words here, use actually more words than necessary, and you might exceed the word limit. So we don't use actually phrasal verbs or words, informal words. You know that, but I'm gonna tell once more, sorry, so that you don't make a mistake. And as I talked about in the previous abstract here, we use some tenses more often than others, some actually voices more often than others, some words more often than others. So we have to be careful with them, so that the readers can better understand, the decision makers can better understand. And we have to follow the order. We can actually dedicate more space, more words to one than the other one, but it's better to have a kind of homogeneous composition here, somehow equal shares here to 4 or 5 or 6 parts or 6 moves you're gonna include, so that none of them is actually overlooked here, and so that you can tell whatever you want to tell very easily, and it is actually understandable for the readers, for decision makers.